Hey everyone, and welcome to the newest episode of my Pokemon Red playthrough. In the last episode, we finished off the SSN, got the HM4 cuts, beat Lieutenant Surge in the gym to get our third gym badge, which was quite comfortable, which was expected really. And then we've made our way here to Rock Tunnel. So in this episode, we'll go through Rock Tunnel into Lavender Town and just see where we go after that, because I've not really decided what order I'm going to do everything in after that, because that's when the game starts to become a bit more open. So yeah, let's get started. So let's have a look at the team. We've not had a look for a little while. Okay, that's going to keep happening until I unlearn teleport. I keep forgetting that I've got that. Anyway, so here we go. There's the team. Yuri, which after the last episode, he's getting a new nickname, because me mispronouncing Ghastly as Gasly after that weird glitch that happened where he used his cry. He's going to get a new nickname for that, because I think that was. I didn't even realise straight away either that I'd done that. It took me a while to realise that I'd said it wrong. So it might just be a little running joke, really. So that's him anyway. We saw his special there, which was absolutely through the roof already as a Kadabra. So he's a beast already. So he's obviously Triple H. No new moves for anybody since the last episode. Well, there won't be, because I've not done anything since the last episode. But so also, while I remember, I can move the bicycle up now because I've remembered what it is. So we'll move that up to here. I'm not really bothered about the antidote. I'm just going to make sure there's nothing that I want to put away. Body Slam I'll keep, Dig I'll keep, Thunderbolt, yeah, we'll keep that, because there is Pokemon that these TMs will come in handy. Teleport, I'm going to put that away because I'm never going to use that, and it's really annoying me anyway having it already. So we're going to deposit that. So yeah, I've not decided what to do for the next part of the game. You know, when the game starts to become more open, what order I'm going to do everything in. I'm going to do the gyms in order, but all the side stuff, I don't know what order I'm going to do that in yet. So I'll sort of figure that one out when it gets to it. But let's get to Rock Tunnel and begin. So first thing, obviously I know I've got Flash. I said in the last episode that I really wanted it because I don't want to do it without it. But I mean, as you can see in Gen 1, Rock Tunnel's not as hard as in any other game. I mean, you get the little flashes sometimes, but you can see everything really, like the walls and everything. So it's not as bad. But it's quality of life for me at the minute. You know, I'm much preferring to have that, because like I said, I've done it many times without Flash. I just can't be bothered with it anymore. You know, I just think, yeah, why not have this a bit better quality of life? That's what it's about, you know. When they've removed HMs in Gen 7 and TMs didn't break and stuff like that, and the XP share was on all the time, or off if you wanted it off. Yeah, so that's what it's about, I think. Especially when you get a bit older and you think, I've done it all the hard way sometimes, so yeah, let's just make it a little bit easier. Depends, I suppose, you want to play the game, to be honest. You play it however you want, for my opinion anyway. So I was just going to bring up quickly about the levels. Well, I've been thinking it since the last episode. I know I brought it up before, but obviously, you know, I overtrained at the start, and I know I mentioned it before, and I did say, oh, it'll come back around at some point, and it will. Don't get me wrong. Anyone who's played Gen 1 will know that there's no Sevi Islands, so in between Blaine and Giovanni, there's no in between battles apart from the gym trainers. So, and then you've got 3 big fights. You've got Blaine, Giovanni, then Blue, one after the other pretty much. You've got a few gym trainers in the middle, but not at that point. It's not enough to really level you up that much. So there will be a jump in levels where it catches up to us. Obviously, with no Sevi Islands in this game, that's all there is. And I didn't think it was supposed to be the Sevi Islands, but it was cut. So yeah, obviously, what it does is it makes the early to mid game, a lot more easy than what people would probably like to see. Which I get that, and I overcooked it. It was a mistake. I probably shouldn't have done any, or if I did, just cut it a little bit earlier than what I did. And I've learned from it now. I won't do that again. I'll make sure either I don't do any training at the start, I just deal with it in the future, or stay under leveled to make it a bit more difficult, or just do a little bit, just do a little, not nowhere near as much as what I did. I did overdo it, and I do apologise for that. It has made most of the game so far pretty simple, when I could have been a lot lower down in the levels anyway. Made it a bit more interesting, but something else, it's my first playthrough, so learning stuff all the time. A Bulbasaur, nice. So yeah, I'll learn that for the future, for like next playthroughs and stuff in the future. That I'll keep the early training anyway light, and just if I have to do it later on. But I'm hoping I try not to do any at all once I've done that bit at the start. That's me done then for grinding, and I just deal with whatever happens. But yeah, I probably took it a bit too far this time. I do apologise. Because I don't really want to plan stuff in a way. I kind of want... I know I've played the games before, so nothing is really going to be a surprise unless I come across something that I've not before. But I do want it to be not blind, but don't really know what the word is really. But I don't want to plan everything out, so I know where I'm going to be at a certain point in the game, what level I'm going to be in, and because even I forgot some of the gym levels and stuff. Like Lieutenant Surge, I thought he was higher level than what he is, and it did surprise me. So I want to not keep it blind, but not remember as well as what I did, and look up stuff and that. Because these are just casual playthroughs, I don't... I'm not trying to come across as somebody who knows everything about every single game, because I don't, I feel like I know quite a lot about the games, but, there's plenty of stuff I don't know, and I don't want to... It's not a walkthrough as such, it's just casual playthroughs. People might be able to relate to. So I'm just a casual player, really. Never done any competitive. I mean, I didn't really know anything about the competitive scene for a long time, because back when, like, the battle frontiers in Emerald and stuff like that, didn't even have internet, I don't think, or it was probably like dial-up or something. Withdraw. You know what? I will learn withdraw, because as they say, it's always better to boost your own stats than lower the opponent's. And I thought I learned it earlier than that, but it's always better to do that anyway, as I always say. gives me a bit of something to badge boost with if I need to. But like I was just saying, I don't think I'll need to a lot for a long time because I'm over leveled. So, but yeah, I didn't really know about it much just for quite a long time. So I've never really been into the competitive scene of Pokemon. I enjoy watching some of it and that, but it seems a lot of hard work, and you've got to give it to the people that actually do dedicate the time and everything to train and get a team that's perfectly balanced in everything, and all the EVs and IVs and type matchups and everything. It's especially like double battles as well, because a lot of it's double battles, and everything's got to work really well. So I do appreciate all that, but just something that I've never really got into myself. I know I'm rambling on a bit to start with. It's normally later on in the video where I start doing stuff like that, but it's come early, so we'll get it out of the way. I've not really spoke about the video at all. I've just been talking, just talking about stuff really. It's coming into my head, so it's an early start for all that. But anyway, yeah, I remember playing through, obviously, like Sapphire, I had Sapphire when Gen 3 came out, Sapphire and Emerald, and into like Diamond, and when abilities and natures and stuff came into it, and I didn't bother me in the slightest really, which is probably why I struggled for a fair bit in Emerald, Sapphire and Emerald, because I just didn't pay attention to natures and abilities and stuff like that. And well, obviously as I've grown older, I've learnt more about it, and I try and get the best I can in that sense. But I never try and go for the perfect natures and stuff like and all that, or EV training and stuff. Not in general playthroughs, I wouldn't. I suppose if you're building a competitive team, you've got to, but in a general playthrough, I'm just happy with the best of the two abilities and a nature that at least boosts its prominent stat anyway. Because I've done since I got used to natures and abilities and stuff. I can't remember. Well, a long time ago anyway. But once I actually got to grips with them and that, you start looking for them. Obviously, you want the best ones you can get, and it just becomes a nightmare sometimes. Especially for natures. If you want the absolute perfect nature for a Pokemon, sometimes it can be a nightmare finding it. So that could be a problem, but it's worth it though in the end. I mean, I was doing I think I mentioned it in one of the other videos, of doing a Pokemon Sun playthrough. Been going back to that outside, just because I live outside of a cave. Yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to, just fancied going on it again. It's one of those that gets forgotten about, I think, Sun and Moon. But yeah, anyway, I was doing that. I was trying to get a Toxapex. Well, obviously in Marini, and they're a nightmare to find anyway. I mean, at least I thought it was anyway. I did Graveler for the first time. It took me a while, trying to get the SOS cord and stuff. Did everything like adrenaline orbs, getting into red health and status conditions and stuff like that. Took quite a long time. Anyway, you catch one, and then that doesn't have the nature that you want. I mean, the ability I can let go because of how hard they are to catch at times, so I can let that go. I think it had Limber, which is not the one I wanted, but yeah, so I can let that go sometimes because when they're so hard to find, you have to. But natures nowadays, I can't. I used to be able to because it didn't used to bother me that much. I used to be like, oh well, whatever. It's a general playthrough. I can deal with that. I can deal with not great natures, surely. And but yeah, I was getting ones that were like lowering special defense and stuff, and so this is main stat. I can't have that really, because what's the point in catching one? So yeah, that's the end to a story that, well, whatever I was talking about anyway. That's the end to it. Anyway, I probably should get back to the game because I've not spoke about it really since the intro. We're gonna give Nido King a go for a bit because he's a bit lower on levels. I mean, it's not really saying much. We're, like I've been saying, we're over leveled already. So, but I think the plan I've got in mind, for the sake of the playthrough, to try and make it a little bit more interesting. I mean, normally I'd go to Lavender Town, do like the rocket hideout, into Lavender Tower, and then do the gym and stuff afterwards. I think for the sake of the playthrough, we're going to go straight for the gym. Because I think I was getting Lieutenant Surge mixed up with Erica, so it's gonna have to be Bert in it, really. I think I was anyway. I think I was getting them mixed up because I think she might be level 28 with a Vile Plume. So we're already there anyway. So that's why I want to do it. Not only that, there's a couple of Pokemon that I want to get. So I was thinking if I get them, and maybe try and use them in the gym instead, you know, because I can get them to around a similar level and try and make it a little bit more interesting. That's all, you know, instead of using these. Because if I go in with Kadabra, then it's just game over really, because it's so overpowered. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. There's a couple of new Pokemon, and I'm thinking, why not just give them a go at it? I know it doesn't really mean as much because I know I've got the backup if needed, but I thought, why not try and make it a little bit more interesting anyway? There's no hidden items in these areas at all, or am I just missing them? Yeah. I wasn't sure if he was a trainer or not for some reason. I knew he mentioned something about the Pokédex. Yeah, look at the state of our levels. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. Or at least not this bad anyway, because I did overcook it at the start. I did realise actually early on, I think I might have mentioned it, but yeah, I don't want that to happen again, because I know these are just casual playthroughs where I'm just playing them how I like to play the games. But yeah, it's not. I've got people watching, so you've got to entertain a bit more. On the subject of that, though, if you're enjoying the series so far, you know, please leave a like and subscribe. I really do appreciate the support I'm getting. It's been going a lot better than what I thought. I mean, I'm enjoying doing it, but you know, I'm really do appreciate the support I'm getting. It really does mean a lot to me, to be fair. You know, I know obviously content creators say it a lot all the time, you know, how much they appreciate stuff, and you know, they really do mean it. No, people don't just say it because for the sake of it. It really does mean something, and you know, I'm the same. You know, it does mean a lot that I'm getting some support for doing this, and people are watching the videos and liking them and subscribing and stuff. It's yeah, it just means a lot to know that people are enjoying it, and that's why I'm wanting to do other things to make it more enjoyable. So what's this gonna do? It's gonna crit every time now. It does, doesn't it? It crits. See, this is. Why is that fair? He gets one crit and then it just gets a crit every single time. I don't know if that's the thing anymore, to be honest. It clearly is in here. See, I want to keep Yuri out because I don't. These lasses normally have like bell sprouts and oddish. Now I know Nidoking can handle that, but yeah, and if it gets like a stun spore off and stuff like that, I suppose then Nidoking doesn't really matter either way, does it? Well, can it be done by stun spore in this game? You think? I don't know. I don't know if ground types can still be affected by stun spore or not. Can't remember. Anyway, I mean, at this point in the game, should we really be coming up against Ratters and Pidgeys? You know, level 19 Ratters and Pidgeys, come on. Even at this point in the game, aren't we past that? Surely we're past the point now where Raticate is a decent Pokemon, because I know at the point where Blue's got one, it was a decent Pokemon. That was probably the last point where it was a decent Pokemon. Surely now it's pretty easy to deal with. It's not took as long as what I thought it would take. I don't think there's any different places you can go in Rock Tunnel. I don't think it's like Mount Moon where there's a couple other entrances you can go into. Just seems like it's gone quite quick to me. I mean, it's not like a bad thing really that I'm missing trainers. I've been tempted. I'm not sure whether to give Triple H Body Slam or not. Not decided yet. Because I know there's going to be another Pokemon that I get that will be a physical attacker, and I'm thinking, does that need it more than Nidoking? Because Nidoking's got quite a high, not high, but broad move pool, so it can learn a lot of other stuff. I'm sure it can learn Thunderbolt, which is weird because why can't it learn Thunderbolt and not Dig? I mean, I know it's massive and it might be a bit ridiculous. Well, it's not massive though, is it? It's like 5 foot something. So I don't know why it can't learn Dig anyway, but it can learn Thunderbolt. I'm sure it can learn Thunderbolt anyway. I could look. I'm going to look. See, it can. So why can't it learn that but not Dig? Anyway. I'm feeling a bit faint from this tough. See, I genuinely didn't think she was a trainer. I knew she was the girl that says something like a pink fluffy Pokemon or something that gets associated with Musharna. Like a precursor to that. But I forgot she was an actual trainer. See, look, why can't... See, what's wrong with using a Pidgeotto? At this point in the game, surely should be coming across that a lot more often. Yeah, something like that, anyway. The Pokemon here are so chunky. There should be a pink one with a floral pattern, that's it. And I know a lot of people think that that's a precursor to Musharna. And I don't know if it's been sort of disproven or it's proven. I don't know. I'm not sure if it has or not. I mean, it does make sense. It could have easily been a Pokemon that was in the designs in the original game, but it just got caught, you know, and it didn't get brought back in until Gen 5. And there's been quite a few Pokemon like that didn't come in till much later on. So could have been a design that was already there that they just didn't use or couldn't use. You know, Musharna could have been a design that was already there. Just maybe didn't make sense to bring it into the game until that point. Snort, snivel. Yes. Delicious air. I don't know if I've ever been anywhere where the air is delicious. I'm running out of bubble beams. It's been that much of a breeze. Got 2 left. One to finish this Graveler off. I know these can be a nightmare. There's the guy in, because obviously they've got self-destruct, especially Rock Tunnel. That can be a nightmare because, well, you might not even have the items to bring them back. So, you're in there now. There's a guy in Fire Red. Has he got 2? I can't remember. And like they're just very well known for self-destructing all the time and ruining Rock Tunnel. Scorpion, grab this. Okay, that's not what I'm picking up. A Max Ether. I always think they come in handy in the Pokemon League, and then I never end up actually using them in the Pokemon League sometimes. I don't know why there's not why you can't buy anything that restores PP. You have to rely on ethers that you have to find. I know that in the Pokemon League, they probably will be needed for stuff like, I don't know, like Ice Beam, Ice Beam, and like Psychic, stuff like that. But to be fair, most of the time you save them up for the Pokemon League, and then you don't really end up using them that much. Yes, so now we've done that, we will finally make it into Lavender Town. I don't blame you, mate, to be fair. I wouldn't either. This very eerie music that I'm just going to sit and listen to. It is very creepy. I think maybe more so in Gen 1 because of the way they've done the music, but it is very creepy. I know that there was originally, was it in green? Yeah, the music was too sort of the noise of it used to make, I don't know, just make people upset, I think is maybe the best word, because the tones and stuff in it. What are you saying? See, this is like, it's a kid's game. This is the time where you start talking about this sort of stuff. See, like saying stuff like this, I just feel like took a massive turn. You know, the music, talking about death and stuff. It has took a massive turn. It did used to creep me out though as a kid. To be fair, this music. Memorial service and stuff like. What's this? A Nidorino says Gowl. What's this? The grand prize draw. Application form is gone. It's a shame, really, you know, that when it happens, these things happen, unfortunately. Noble Purple Town. Yes. Yeah, I know you say no then. Yeah, that white hand on your shoulder is not real. See, this is quite creepy. I mean, I've been there playing it as a kid, so yes, it is. You know, this place where it's just death, really. And then you just okay. That sprite that he's. When did you ever see that? What character uses that sprite? I feel like I've not actually seen that much. Yeah, you walk into like the Pokemon and the Pokemon Center, and it's just really upbeat, nice, easy music. Have I got anything to sell? No. I think I'll buy. In fact, what? How many super potions do I have? 16. So I'm all right with that. Great balls. I might buy a few great balls. How many do I have? 1. Let's buy a few. Buy 9 then. Round it up to 10. And no repels. Okay. Is this the name rater guy? It just changes it to. What's this? Cerulean? Is it Cerulean City music? Name rater. This is what we want. Yes. We're gonna change names. It's a decent nickname, yeah. It's no better than decent. So we're gonna name after my very bad pronunciation of Ghastly for some reason. Why I did it? We're gonna rename him. He is now gonna be Ghastly. Thank you very much. We'll come back to him if any other nicknames come about. See, he's again talking about Pokemon dying. Kiarugu. Yeah, it is a much different pace than what you normally get in Pokemon. And to be fair, nothing. Not. I know there's other stuff. There's other Pokemon places in games where they do talk about death and stuff, but yeah, it's literally always like it though. In this, most of the people we've spoke to have spoken about something like that. So yeah, what we're gonna do anyway, we'll fight the trains that we've got to fight. A rambling, gambling dude. Not anymore, because he's not a gambler anymore. He's off. We'll fight the ones that we've got to. Get to Celadon. Get the Pokemon that I want to get. And maybe take on the gym if you know, if it's possible. We might be rushing into it a little bit early, but because I'm sort of thinking that Erica's 28, like the highest is 28. If it's not, well then we'll find out, because I'm just gonna get I'll get dispatched quite easily, but you know, we'll see. But eating peanuts. Well, there's the problem, you see. This is why I probably got taken out, because he just explained what it's like to gamble, and it's not good. Not good. You don't want that at all. Anyway, we'll cut through here. And I know you can find Growlithe in here, but Growlithe's not one that I want. Not in this game. I feel like it's a bit of a waste, because I think I might have mentioned it in another video that it doesn't get flamethrower till like 50 something, so it's just not feasible. There's not a biker here. I think there's a biker in Fire Red, but there's not one here. This is the guy that I think starts the glitch for Mew, isn't it? Like you have to trigger him to fight you, then teleport or something like that, or fly. We're gonna go down there now. Do you know what? I've not even been using the bike. Why have I not been using the bike? Right, so we're pretty much there now. No Pokemon in this wild area that I want to catch. Here we are then in Celadon City. Quickly heal up again, just because we got hit once, so I think we'll put Pikachu, well James, sorry, away, because we don't need Flash anymore. Yeah, that would have been tough. Yeah, we'll put James away, because you know he's been useful, but not needed anymore. I wanted to change Paris's name, because I don't really like that. Bite. So, is there an item down here? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go in here because, well, let's have a quick look over here first. Is there an item? No item. Because, well, everyone knows what's coming. Because one of the Pokemon that I want to get is right up here. The Know Everything guy. In my Game Boy, get together with your friends and trade Pokemon. Yeah, you can do that, yeah. A pamphlet. Only 50 TMs in the game. 5 HMs. Yeah, not many TMs. Game Link Kate. Oh, yeah, Coliseum, Trade Center. Definitely better the way it is now, I suppose. And there we go. We've got ourselves an Eevee. What do we want to call Eevee? Because believe it or not, I've not got a nickname. I know we can go to Lavender and just literally sort that out there. But what do I want to call Eevee? I mean, I know what I'm going to evolve it into. So maybe I could do something on that and give it away. But what do we want to call Eevee? What do we want to call Eevee? Do you know what? I'm going to leave it for now. because we've got Lavender, because we can literally go straight back to Lavender. I'm going to I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because we can always go back and change it if anyone does come up with a nickname, or if I come up with a nickname, we can come back to it. And it's 25, right at a decent level as well. Here's Eevee. It does look quite a lot different actually. Tackle and sand attack. Well, that's not gonna last because I know what I'm gonna evolve it into, and obviously in these games it was a lot easier because the stones are. Can you get in? Can you not? There's nothing here. The stones you just buy. So same as the guy that needs a drink gets saffron. You just buy the drinks. Just a Poliwrath. Yeah, I don't think you ever see one, do you? Unless you have your own, I don't think you ever see one. I tell you what, we'll probably explore a little bit, maybe in the next episode, because we're already at like 40 something minutes. So let's go. We'll come back and have a nosy around the Celadon market. At some point. What's these TMs though? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and, because they don't tell you what they are, just buy a TM. They don't even give you a description like they do in other games. It's literally just buy this TM that no one knows what it is. I'll look these up for the next episode. And maybe get those super repels. Yes, take some of those. We'll just take 10 of those, I think, for now. And get any if we need any of those TMs. What's this guy? TM18. It's counter. It's got its uses, obviously, but I think for the most part, you're probably not going to use it. I don't think there's really any Pokemon in this game that are counter specialists, well, so to speak. There we go. So these, literally, this is it. Just you can buy the stones here, and the stone I'm going to get is a Thunderstone because yes. We are going to evolve Eevee into a Jolteon because number one, it's my favourite evolution, and number two, it's just a very good. I think it's a very good Pokemon, to be fair. And in the generation where, you know, is it limited really? I mean, you've got like Magnemite. I suppose you've got a few electric types to choose from, but I think it's definitely one of the better ones. So. Why not? So we're gonna get an evolution. And there we go, got ourselves a Jolteon. And I don't know if I'm gonna just quickly have a look at Jolteon's, because I know we've got Thunderbolt, but if it learns Thunderbolt anyway, like at a decent level, then I won't learn it that. I'll learn it to something else, because it would seem a bit of a waste. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at its Gen 1 learn set. So it doesn't learn Thunder. It learns Thunder Shock at, well, it'd be level 1, but not in this game. Thundershock at 31. So yeah, it's gonna want the Thunderbolt TM, because obviously we're not gonna be using Thundershock. So there we go. Thunderbolt, wherever that is, TM24 can go to Jolteon. You know, if it couldn't and Triple H can learn it, yeah. Anyway, there we go. Sorted. Brand new team member that's pretty much already up to speed. It's got Thunderbolt, very good move. It's fully evolved, so just need a nickname. Here's all the stat boosting stuff, and this stuff that I've never, don't think I've ever bought in my entire life. And here, this is where we're going to want to get some of these. We'll get fresh water. We'll get 2 fresh waters because we'll give one to the guard to get into Saffron. We'll get a soda pop. And then we'll get ourselves a lemonade because there's the little girl in here who gives us some good TMs. So yeah, I know in the Fire Red and Leaf Green games, I think it's like Reflect, Light Screen, and Safeguard. Which, I mean, they've got the uses, but the ones she gives you in this game are so much better. So we'll do that. We'll give her a fresh water. TM13, which is Ice Beam. So straight away we've got a really good TM there. Well, one of the best TMs actually. TM48, Rock Slide again is a very, very good TM. And a fresh water. No, I'm sorry, I already gave you that. Apologies. TM49, which is Tri-Attack, which probably isn't as good as the other two, but still. Yeah, so she don't want any more. But there we go. We've got 2 anyway, at least. Only Tri-Attack's a decent move, but 2 at least, which are pretty good TMs. Well, very good TMs actually. They'll come in handy. Not decided. Ice Beam will probably go to Blastoise, and Rock Slide will probably go to Triple H, but I've not decided yet. But what I want to do while I'm here is, well, there we go. We've got this little big Snorlax sat there. What I want to do is I want to cut into this, because this is something I want to catch. At least I think it's in here anyway. I know it is in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've just got to I think I'm right in saying it's here. I hope I am anyway. Might actually could do with using Jolteon, to be fair, 'cause it's a lower level. It'll probably be able to help catch it better. So I'll probably switch. We'll put Jolteon in front. If not, there's another patch of grass which I think it's in. No, not Eradicate. Shouldn't have a problem running anyway. Jolteon speed's, you know, really good. No. Please don't tell me that it's not in this grass. Because that would be very, very annoying indeed if I'm just going to do this. Tell you what I'll do. I'll carry on looking, and I'll come back when I eventually get it anyway. Oh, there we go, got it. Doduo, this is what I want. Like, probably looks a bit odd, me going for a Doduo, because, to be fair, Doduo is not something that probably a lot of people go for. But it's actually pretty good. Doduo, maybe not, but Dodrio is a pretty good Pokemon. Level 18 is not great, but there we go. Got ourselves a Doduo. Which again, I don't know what to nickname, so we'll leave it, and then I'll think of that and come back in the next episode. So Doduo, bird that makes up for its poor flying with its fast foot speed, leaves giant footprints. So we're not going to give it a nickname now. We'll come up with that in the next episode. But this is the plan, you see. Good, decent attack though, to be fair. It's only got Peck. I know I can get Fly here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to give it Fly. Reason being is it learns. I think it's the only poke. Well, in fact, no, because I think Fearow does. But I'm sure it learns Drill Peck. Unless I'm mistaken in this generation, but which is, other than Fly, the best flying move in the game, probably. I found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make a talk to you with this. You don't have any. Oh. Fear, what are you doing to me? I'll come back for that. Because I'm not going to use it right now anyway. So I'll get that off camera. It's only the HM for Fly. So I'll get that off camera before the next episode. And I'll learn it to the Pidgey I've got first. And then maybe Doduo. Because I know it can learn it. It shouldn't be able to learn it, but it can. I'll maybe learn it that if it doesn't learn Drill Peck, but I feel like it does learn Drill Peck. I think what we'll do is I'm going to head to the gym. I know there's a lot to do here in Celadon, but I'm going to save that for after the gym. I think because we're running, then again, we're running out of time. So do I really want to start doing the gym now? Maybe save that for the next episode. Tell you what, we'll have a look around Celadon for the time being. I'll save some bits for later because like the game corner now, we've got to come in there anyway at some point, so why not do that when we've actually got to come there. So let's have a look here. Manager's suite. P. Kiao. At least that says the right thing. What's this? The sculpture of Diglett. My dear Pokemon keep me company. Meowth even brings money home. There's a Game Freak bit up here as well. There we go. Game Freak meeting room. No one's in. Do you know what? I need to use the PC. Good job we got one here actually. I need to drop some stuff off so I can get Fly. What won't I use? Pokeballs? Probably not anymore. What's TM18? I'll get rid of Tri-Attack because Dodrio learns it anyway, so I don't need it. What was TM18? So I want the fresh water. That's going to go anyway. That's going to go to the guard. What was TM18 again? Because can that go away? Counter, yeah, that can go as well. This is the annoying thing about this game. It's like 30. You can only have like 30 items in your bag, so this is what you got to do for a lot of the game if you want to keep collecting stuff. Oh, this is like the Game Freak office. Wrote the story, isn't Erica cute? I don't know, yeah, I've not been. I like Misty a lot too. Oh, and Sabrina, I like her. Okay, so all the women. Me, I'm the programmer. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. It's an iconic design though, isn't it? Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me. Yeah, it gives you the diploma, doesn't it, that you can print off, I think. Game Boy printer, I think. Is there anything? There's nothing here, is there? It's a strange bit. I don't know if that was a bit just to show you that you can get to that, but you should be able to see it anyway because you can see the stairs on the other side. Joe, what I might do, I might go and give this fresh water to the guard so it gets rid of that. I'm not going to go to Saffron yet. I know obviously the psychic TM's there, but I will pick it up. Well, I'm not in need of it yet, because obviously, to be fair, you know, you look at this and you wouldn't really know that you could go through that. Would you really? But anyway. Whoa, boy. I'm parched. Can I have this drink? Where is it? And he just takes it. How does he even know I've got it? Gulp. If you want to go to Celadon City, you can go on. I'll share this with the other cards. There's one bottle of water between, what is it, 4 different guards. How can they not do that? As in, like, just get more bottles of water if they want to drink. What do you say? The game con is bad for our city's image. Right, they got rid of it eventually. Well, the gambling part of it anyway. Got my coughing Cinnabon. It's nice, but it breeds poison when it's angry. See, I like wheezing. I do really like wheezing. I prefer it to muck, definitely. But I do really like it. I've considered it for this one, but again, the moveset lets it down. You know, it's a Pokemon like that I want to use when they've got a more versatile moveset. Let's grab the HM for Fly anyway. Because I want it anyway, obviously. Because I want to fly back to Lavender Town to do, well, when I've got to go there and nicknames, and when I want to redo nicknames. But also, I want to go back to Puget City as well, because I want to get the old Amber, which I forgot to get when we got caught. I could have got it when I went to Diglett's Cave, but I forgot. So I do want to get the old Amber, which will give us Aerodactyl, because Aerodactyl's potential, to be fair, for my team. This is why I'm not sure about the Rock Slide team. I don't know whether if I give it to Nido King now, it's sort of, that's it really, because I'm sort of saying, well, I don't want Aerodactyl, because otherwise I'd probably save it for that. Yeah, I'm not sure. See what, if anyone's got any ideas, then please, you know, let us know. We will be going in all these at some point. Everyone's such a gambler around these parts. It's not good. Let's have a look with Team Rocket guys just walking around. You. Ah, this is the coin case then, around here. Just in case you didn't know, you can get underground there. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. Got the coin case, so now we can gamble. Munch. The man at the table lost it all on slots. My Pokemon are weak, so I often have to go to the drugstore. Why is it in capitals like it's an actual place? Because there's nowhere, that's not even a place. Don't touch the post at the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. But, okay, if you say so. Chief, we just shipped 2,000 Pokemon as slot prizes. Why is he calling me Chief? Why is he telling me that? The slot's just real in the dough big time. So these guys part of it? This is like a bit of a Pokemon Center then. My sis brought me on this vacation. I'm on vacation with my brother and my boyfriend. I don't think he really... I don't know, I don't feel like he'd appreciate that. Pokemon there. This is a hotel for people. And we're full up. Where do you stay in this place? Why did she bring her brother? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see what's up here. I feel like there might be a secret item here. The PP up. We'll save that because we'll need that probably for something like, say, something like Ice Beam or Psychic mainly, or Earthquake, you know, stuff like that. So I think I'll leave it there, and we got a bit done. You know, we made it through Rock Tunnel all the way through. Got to Lavender, changed his nickname. He's now called Gasly. Got to Celadon, where we've got ourselves an Eevee, and he immediately evolved it into a Jolteon. Caught ourselves a Doduo as well. So we need nicknames for both of those guys. So if anyone does have any nicknames, please leave a comment, and we can sort that in the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, we'll finish off looking around Celadon for a little bit. Then we'll take on the Celadon gym with our new Pokemon. We're going to try and make it a bit more challenging. So Doduo is probably going to be one that we use mostly, because Jolteon's probably not going to have much to do in that. But we'll try Doduo, see how he gets on in the gym, see if it makes it a little bit more interesting. And then we'll do the Silphco, well, you know, the Rocket Hideout storyline, and take it from there, really. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and thanks again for all the support and people that are watching and getting involved and liking the videos and stuff and subscribing. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode. Bye for now.